Hello, today we are going to talk about how to start investment for beginners. So this is the question most of the people ask. I am new to investment, or I am just joined my work, I started getting salary, so how do I start investing? So today we are going to talk about few points, 6 points, which help us to make sure that we will have a sound investment in future. So first thing we need to understand is very simple. We need to keep our basics ready. So in order to keep the basics ready, we need to understand that what is that income we are getting it. And if you are getting that income, we need to understand that, especially for employees, it's very easy. You will get salary and you know that this money I will get on a monthly basis. But a businessman or a self-employed people, they will not have an idea that if they will get what is that particular money on a monthly basis. But you have to keep a target, how much I have to earn on a monthly basis, and make it happen. If you're continuing in any career, you need to understand if that job which you are doing, you have the skill set to perform well, and that will help you to get promotion, or that promotion will help you to get more and more money which you need in future. So we need to understand whether your job has a scope to grow your income in future. So this is the first thing we need to understand in terms of income. Next thing that we need to have a budget for expenses, monthly expenses, how much is the expense we have currently, and are we really aligned with the income we are getting it. Next thing is that have a budget for savings. Do we have enough savings from the salary which we are getting or from the income we are getting? These 3 things we have to keep intact in order to start our investment journey. That's the first step we have to do. That's the basics. Next, second thing is, do we know how to save? All of us know that it's very easy to save, but people mostly do not have the correct habit to save. So we need to understand, do we follow the correct saving habit? Otherwise, keep learning it. The basic thing what we need to do is that if you are a beginner, if you do not have any savings, keep a budget. For example, your 1 month salary, keep that as a budget and keep saving as a in separate account. Keep 1 month salary as a aside for an emergency. It's not an emergency, this is to learn how to save. So once you do that 1 month salary extra, then you learn how to save. Once that is done, and there are people who already have saving habit, what you do is that you know that what is that monthly expenses you have. For that into 3. So 3 months monthly expenses keep aside as an emergency fund. Or if your job is not that secured, 6 months expenses keep aside as an emergency fund. This fund has to be there as a separate account, and that fund shouldn't be touched if any small issues comes into your financial life. That is only for if you have a job loss, or if you have any very medical emergency, only then take that money. Otherwise, do not touch that money. Second thing, you learn to save. Third is, we all are hearing too much about SIP, systematic investment plan. This is a method we can invest in stocks or mutual fund. Starting in mutual fund is very easy. If you are a youngster, keep at least 10 plus years as a horizon and invest for that long period. Invest for very long period and start investing in equity. Investing in equity will help you to get a decent return, which will help you in future. Mostly if you are a youngster, your expense is going to start. If you want to get married, once you have marriage, you have to have a child education, child's marriage, all these things are coming. So in the initial itself, if you start investing in SIP mutual fund or SIP equity, this will help you and handy when your real expenses comes your way. Fourth thing is, start term insurance and medical insurance immediately. Insurance is a protection, not an investment. Don't get confused. So if you have dependents, it's very, very important that you should have a term insurance. In case if you are a breadwinner and tomorrow in your absence, if any unfortunate case happens and in your absence, they will have a financial burden on them. If you have a term insurance, this lump sum money will go to them, and this will be a big relief in terms of finance in your absence. Next is medical insurance. If any medical emergency comes, any hospitalization comes, this money will help us to meet the hospital expenses. This will come only for the expenses for hospitalization. Otherwise, this will not get it. But even then, it is very important, because otherwise, if any hospital emergency comes, we have to meet that expense, and it will create issue for our investments and savings. If you are an employee, mostly you will have medical insurance facility from the company, but I suggest have a separate medical insurance, because in case if you have a job change, or in future if you are starting your own, that insurance facility your company is giving will not be valid. Fifth thing is plan your tax properly. If you are a salaried employee, or if you are a income generator more than 2.5 lakh, you are liable to pay tax. And this will help if you plan your tax very well and invest in a product which help you to earn better tax savings. That income is come to you only, and you can increase your net income on a monthly basis, and this will help you to build good corpus in future. There are good products which will help you generate good income out of this kind of tax saving investments. So keep in mind that tax planning, it's very important. Do not let it go. Make sure that you plan your tax really well. Initially itself, if you plan, at the end of the financial year, you don't have to pay extra tax. The last thing is, you just started investing. You are a beginner. So you have to understand and learn what are the investment opportunity you have. And you need to clearly understand what is the income generating investments you have, and what is the capital appreciation investments you have. Based on the savings you are generating, you have to focus in investing in these two separate investments. If you invest more in income generating investments, along with salary, you can create additional income. But if you are focusing long time and you want to build an asset, you can invest in capital appreciation assets. So first of all, learn it and understand it. Based on your risk appetite and the time you have, you can invest in these two investment opportunities. This is basically to try and learn it, and when the right time comes, once you have enough corpus, you can get into this, and in small way also you can start investing it. These are the basic things we can follow before investing, and if you understand all these 6 points and implement it, this is more than enough to start your investment journey as a beginner. Hope this is helpful to start an investment journey. And if you have any questions related to this, please ask in the comment box, and you can call us in the number which is given on this video itself. So next episode we will meet you with another interesting topic on finance. Thank you so much.